Hello, my name is Ryjeff, and today we'll be discussing one of World War I's legends, a man known for his diplomacy and his ability to inspire, but most importantly, a man who triumphed through his ability to communicate. This man is T.E. Lawrence, or more famously known as Lawrence of Arabia. Born in 1888, Thomas Edward Lawrence, or T.E. Lawrence for short, was originally just a British archaeologist who was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the army in 1914. But this all changed when he was sent off to Cairo, Egypt in December of 1914 to work as a liaison officer. All was calm and well in Egypt for Lawrence. He was in a somewhat safe office position in Cairo. During this time, Lawrence felt at fault for not being able to do more for the war effort, especially since both of his younger brothers would die in France in 1915. But Lawrence's laxed life would soon change on June 5th of 1916, in which the infamous Arab revolt against the Ottoman Empire would take place. This event essentially led T.E. Lawrence into high-stake military missions under the British Army in the Arabian Peninsula, because the British had their own intentions in supporting the revolt, because it would benefit them in World War I. Specifically, the British wanted to take advantage of the Arabs revolting against the Ottomans, who were the opposing powers, in order to establish a supporting power in the region that was ruled under the Arabs. This is where T.E. Lawrence comes in. His job was to assist the Arab revolt and to find and negotiate a potential future king for the newly established Arab kingdom of Syria because of the revolts. What truly set Lawrence apart was his remarkable ability to communicate and connect with the Arab leaders and tribes. He embraced their culture and learned their language and customs in order to increase his influence. Lawrence's ability to communicate served as a bridge between the British military and the Arab tribes, uniting divergent factions. Lawrence's ability to understand and respect the Arab culture and traditions was the catalyst to his success. Lawrence leveraged his understanding of the Arab perspective to advocate for their cause within the British establishment, tirelessly negotiating for the independence and sovereignty. Even outside of his diplomatic activities, Lawrence was able to use his social skills on the battlefield. Lawrence inspired, motivated, and led the Arab revolt against the Ottoman Empire, employing innovative guerrilla warfare tactics that significantly influenced the Middle Eastern campaign. Through his compassion, respect, and most importantly, his communication, Lawrence created an unbreakable bond with the Arab people, transcending cultures and achieving greatness through the power of social connections. Because of all this, Lawrence of Arabia managed to help the Arabs take down the Ottoman-controlled areas like Damascus, and ultimately help keep British relationships with the newly established king, which ultimately contributed in helping the Allies win the war by distracting the Ottomans in their most vulnerable areas. Although many of us won't need to negotiate diplomatic deals between entire nations, we can still use some of Lawrence's social artistry in our own daily lives. Each and every one of us have great abilities and intelligence in some sort of niche or aspect of our lives, but it may never be known or seen if we cannot communicate it to others. In our society, we only know about some of the greatest minds and heroes because they made themselves known and were able to communicate their wants, needs, and skills. It doesn't matter who you are or what card you are dealt with. Your ability to perform in a social setting and negotiate will take you to new heights. With all of T.E. Lawrence's achievements, he only stood at 5 foot 5 inches his whole life. Yet we still talk about him as a grand figure and even tribute him in pop cultures today. So no matter what situation you find yourself in, no matter what human endeavor you choose to partake in, communication, specifically The ability to understand others in order to share your worldview is key to your success. For many, acquiring good social skills can be hard, but for those of you who truly want to succeed in your own life, this is a challenge that you can and must get through. You cannot just wait and wish that our ability to socialize and communicate was better and hope it'll be better in another life or something. We must be able to take something that seemed like a dream or far-fetched reality and turn it into something real. After all, T.E. Lawrence himself stated that
all men dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their minds awake to find that it was vanity, but the dreamers of day are dangerous men, that they may act their dreams with open eyes to make it possible.
If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe so that you can stay tuned whenever a new video on the channel drops. If you want to see short clips and extra content, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Besides that, thank you for watching this episode of Jumla Historia.